Part 2, Episode 4. We about to do our thing in this thing. We appreciate y'all coming through. Had to get a little hype music going up in here. Hey man, that's too much right there. That's too much. Died down. Died down a little bit.
Sticky Chief Keef and Waka Flocka.
Squad.
We appreciate y'all coming through. We had a little intermission. Had to get ourselves back together. Had a little.
If y'all
Had to
familiar
nourish
of going to a
ourselves.
battle of the bands, we
Had to,
had to govern
yeah,
ourselves.
had to go and nourish ourselves and get ourselves together and get ready for this next episode. So
Before we start off, let me go ahead and tell the people my apologies for my energy for the last one we did. My energy wasn't there. I promise you my energy would be right.
okay, okay, it's all good. You did fine, bro. You did fine. You did perfectly fine. Now, uh, so right now we've already done episode 3. So now we will be diving into episode 4, and it was called, if I'm not mistaken, "The World Is Watching."
Mm.
Watch.
So this is a huge episode. Now I
One
apologize.
of my favorite episodes.
Let me go and apologize because usually we'll do 2 episodes within the hour. That's how we did it last time. But it was so much that we had to dive into that we just kept it 1 hour, and then we're gonna do however long that we can do this one. So just bear with us, and here we go. So starting off episode 4, you see a Bucky flashback. Bucky, they showing when Bucky was in Wakanda, and he's with Ayo, with which is the woman who he met, who he saw in Latvia on episode 3. There, and she's standing there after Zemo coming to get him and whatnot. Uh, so you see him in the mountains, and she's basically, she asked him, "Are you ready?" And he says, "Yes." So basically, what she's doing is she is
Preparing him for Thanos.
not just that, but she is going over the code words that'll get him set off as the Winter Soldier to see if he is free from that. So she starts saying the words, and you start seeing different flashes of his past, and it kind of seems like, the words that she's saying, it ties into the pictures that they're showing and the videos that they're showing. And she says them all, and he does not react to any of them. And she says, "You're free." And it almost looks as if like he looks at her just to be sure he heard her correctly, and she says again, "You're free." So he is free from that evil, I'll say. He is free from that. That he still remembers his past, of course, and he has to uh, deal with certain things from his past, but majority of it, he's free from that. So, you know, fast forward, you see them in present day. Ayo is mad because of the fact that he helped Zemo break out of prison, and so now they're after him, after Zemo, not after Bucky, not after Sam, but after Zemo because of what Zemo did to T'Chaka, who is the former king of Wakanda, and
T'Challa's dad.
T'Challa's father. Yes. By the way, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. He is an inspiration to us all. dearly, dearly missed. So yes. And moving on from that, Ao and Bucky are having a conversation. Uh, basically, uh, Ao wants to take Zemo immediately, but Bucky says, "Okay, look, he's an end to all ends, and he is helping us to find the serum. Just give us some time, and then we'll give him back to you." And so she says, "All right, I'm gonna give you a little time, but after this little time, bring him on." So she gives him time. They go and he goes in and he's talking with them and letting them know, okay, this is what's going on. Da 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 da. Basically, they're after you, and we gotta hurry up and get this shit done. Basically, so you see the Flag Smashers. They're all surrounded in this little wherever they are, and they see, the incident that happened on the news. Um, they show that, and it was kind of confusing thing because it was kind of all kind of over the place. Now, one thing that I did not mention that I did just remember from the breakdown that I watched. So the woman who uh, Carly was with in that hospital room or whatever it was that she was in, uh, her name was what was her name? I can't even remember her name. It started with a D, but
I think Donna or something.
something like that.
Was it?
Uh, Danya something. It was something like with Danya, but uh, you they did mention because when they were talking with what was his name, Dr. Nagel, he said that the woman was had tuberculosis. So, in a sense, there was an outbreak of tuberculosis. That's where they're stealing vaccines
Uh-huh.
to save those people. That's what they're doing. That's what the Flag Smashers are doing. They're getting those vaccines and trying to save the people. And so, to answer your question, KJ, in a sense, yes, they did kind of tie in COVID, but not COVID. Because I remember you had asked that the other day, and
Mm.
it's kind of like, okay, they're saying that there was a virus of some sort, and it was tuberculosis. So there was possibly had been an outbreak, and it had affected a lot of people. And so those select few people who are the Flag Smashers took the serum and are super soldiers and are trying to save other people, from that disease and trying to get the serum for that. That's
In other words, they doing a good thing, but they doing it in the wrong way.
right. So basically, like I said the other day, they're like Robin Hood in a sense,
Mm-hmm.
stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, in somewhat of a sense like that. So um, you see that, and then Sam he calls Sharon for help again, and he's like, I know that we owe you, but can you just please help us out with this? So she's like, all right, I'll help you out. Uh, so basically, they show it was I can't remember exactly what she had said, but she basically was like, okay, I'll help you out, basically in a sense. So um, you see Carly and the other guy that she's with, they go to this graveyard, but then they get the serum, the last vials that they have of the serum. So they get that, and they're talking about what they're gonna do with this and whatnot. So um, then you go back to Latvia where the guys are, and of course, guess who the fuck shows up? Fucking Captain Walker. however you want to call him,
Captain
John
Norman.
Walker. He shows up. Him and Battlestar, they show up, and he's all like, okay, you know, we need to take him back and put him back in jail and shit like that. And they're telling him like, no, we need him for this. And so Sam decides, okay, I will go talk to Carly because I understand where she's coming from. I can have a one-on-one with her. They decide that, and of course, at first, John Walker, he's like not for it. He is not for it. He don't want to do that. He want to go in and be, Mr. Policeman and arrest the girl and shit like that. But he's like, all right, go ahead and do this. We're gonna back you up,
Yeah.
basically, in a sense. So Sam goes in and he has an amazing one-on-one with her. I mean, he is really getting to her, and
It
it
would have ended the whole TV show.
right.
Everything would have been ended.
And see, I was really hoping that he could really, get to her and really talk to her and be like, all right, look, what you're doing, I get it. That's basically what he's saying. I get what you're doing. It's just the route that you're taking it is not the right way. And if you come with me, let me help you, but in the right way. And she literally was about to, but then you go back and John Walker, he's
Captain
like,
Dumbass.
oh, dumbass. He wants to be Mr. Hero and be like, all right, look, no, we're not gonna wait anymore. We got to get her out of here because you taking too long. And it's like like I said, Sam is really like having a one-on-one with her and really understanding her, and she's opening up. She really is opening up.
Right.
And so John Walker fucks everything up, and uh, they
Oh,
start
it get
to
worse.
chase her. Huh?
I said, oh, it get worse.
Yeah, they start to chase her, and so basically, it's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Kind of type of deal. And so then, uh, Zemo, he is in this area of the place where they're at, and he runs into Carly and tries to kill her and shoot her, whatnot. And so then, like, she drops the vials of the serum. And so then he sees them on the ground and he starts destroying them and stepping on them and fucking it up and shit like that. And so she gets out, her partner gets her and saves her and shit like that. I feel like I'm skipping some stuff. I really feel like I'm skipping
Nah,
stuff.
no, you ain't skipping them for real.
I'm on track.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, he destroys the serum, and then there's one serum that was kind of off to the side that Zemo didn't see, and basically he sees that, and well, no, Zemo doesn't see it. John Walker sees it. I'm sorry, my apologies.
Yeah.
John Walker sees it, and he picks it up and sticks it in his pocket. And then they go and basically what happens? They go back to the place where they were, staying at, and in a sense trying to regroup, but not really regroup. And so, it's like basically John Walker wants to take Zemo to prison. And so, they're like trying to stop him and shit like that. And then all of a sudden, the Wakandians, the Dormilaje, excuse me, I'm sorry, Dormilaje, they show up and say, okay, look, time's up. Let's go, Zemo. And, John Walker, not knowing who they really are, being the dumbass that he is, he goes and says, let's put down the pointy sticks. And Sam says, I don't think you want to do that, bro. You might not want to do that. He ain't listening to him. And then so John, he goes over, pats old girl on the shoulder, dumbass move. She looked at him like, nigga, I know you not touching me. And Molly whops the fuck out of him.
Indeed.
This fight scene was amazing.
And unfair.
I truly love this fight scene.
What he was doing.
Say what?
He knew he had no fighting skills whatsoever.
Against them.
Again, Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers can fight.
Right.
Steve Rogers would have took them down like this.
I don't know if he would have took them down. No. I really don't know if he would have took them down.
He would have held his ground better.
He would have held his ground, but I don't know if he would have took them down.
You know what? You're right, because Steve Rogers had a hard time to take T'Challa, though. It was a struggle.
Right. And so they're fighting, and Sam and Bucky, they're just standing off to the side, like, kind of in a sense of, we told you, bro. Then like Bucky's like, maybe we should go and help him. He's like, oh no, I mean maybe. So then they step in and try to help him out, and and out to the side you see Zemo. He hit an El Chapo. He disappeared.
Ran away from the plug completely.
Right. And disappeared. Houdini.
Right.
You see me now, you don't.
Exactly. And so basically they they fucking them up. The Dora Milaje, they murking them, getting their ass. And so,
but it's just one scene in that fighting thing. It's just that one move made me be like, dang, that hurt my back. How the way they had kicked him
and his back
spear.
Ooh, yeah, that was hilarious. And so, Ao, she basically does these pressure points on Bucky's robot arm, and all of a sudden that bitch just fall off.
Like, the hell did you just do?
Right.
Sam looking like, did you know she could do that? Like, I know now.
Right. So,
that part when John Walker's fighting the African soldiers, the trajectory when she threw that spear and it locked up that shield and he couldn't move.
That was, perfect.
I don't know how I thought this was gonna happen. I was really thinking they was gonna get together, her and Bucky. Think about it. It was kind of flirtatious how the way she had gave him the arm. No.
You know where the real part came in, but it's not that part.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I sworn blame on that one. Y'all would have got mad at me. I would have went for it.
Understandable. Completely understandable.
Yeah, as a group of them soldiers.
Ooh. Bucky gave her that look like, what's up with it?
So,
what's up?
So then after all of that, John Walker and his partner, they leave. But before that, John Walker, he
got their ass severely whipped. Fresh ass whooping casserole.
Huh?
Them women that gave theirs a fresh ass whooping casserole with a side of okra.
That type of whooping was like, you be like, I want some smoke, but you're not too sure if you want the smoke. And it's like, look, we got all the smoke.
Exactly.
We got what you need on here, Playboy.
They gave you so much smoke that you have asthma now every time you see them.
Right.
every time you see them, your back just start hurting for no reason. Like,
It-
ooh,
right. Like, no, I don't want it no more.
You flinch every time you see him. Oh, all right.
That's the type of ass whooping that when you see them, you just stop and just like,
the type of ass whooping when you a little kid and your mom come in the classroom while you being bad.
oh boy.
Like that cold spine sweat, and you stand there for
You
about
be looking like,
and have a flashback about the ass whoop you
Marie, what's going on? How you doing?
be like, you
And so,
what's
hello, Marie.
up, Marie? How
welcome
you
to the
doing?
podcast.
Welcome.
And so,
Mhm.
what happens is, after Zemo escapes, and like I said, John Walker, he was more in such a daze because of the fact that like he was like they weren't even super soldiers, and it's just like, well, yeah, you got to understand where they come from, sir. They are very trained in their fighting,
Mm.
Yeah, and then he-
so
maybe if he was a super soldier, I don't think he still would have won either way.
He he would have got severely whooped in. Don't matter how many serum he took.
I feel like he would have.
He would have got
And
whooped.
so, um, you fast forward, and so John Walker asked his partner, he was like, "Would you ever take the serum?" And his buddy was like, "Hell yeah!" And basically, like,
The serum would make you more than what you already is. Like depends on what's in your heart.
right,
That's why Steve Rogers was so good because his heart was so pure.
hmm
He always rooted for the little guy instead of
right,
the big guy. He
I
was always an underdog when he was uh, living in the streets of New York be, before he was in the army and got that serum. So when he had, like it just when John Walker had got that serum, it made him worse what he was. Like
because of
he
mindset was where his heart was.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah,
yeah. I ain't saying he was a bad person, but he wasn't no Captain American. Nah.
You
right.
tried too hard.
He really,
What they should have did
They try to
if
make him to be something he couldn't be.
they was pretty much said, okay, now he got the physique and everything, instead of going out to somebody that used to be bullied and all that, they should have went after that person. But nah, they chose to got somebody that was already in the army, quote unquote, in charge of his whole platoon or something.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Pick the
his
fight.
mindset went there.
yeah. And it all at the end of the day, it's about your heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it is at the end of the day. Uh, and so basically, Carly calls Sam's sister and basically threatens her. You know, and
Oh no, don't play
Sam,
with that
is,
now.
Sam is called by his sister, and she tells him what happened, and he is pissed. So then, they meet up where his
I wouldn't
where
even ask
Carly
no
said
question. I
to
would have
meet
just
up
been
at.
swinging.
Right, right. And so they meet up where Carly said for them to meet up at, and
They told her to get
they're talking, and she was like, I don't want to. Basically, I don't want to kill you or something like that because I mean, I want to see if you are so for me, then why don't you just leave me alone and let me do what I got to do. And that's basically what she had said. And so then Sharon gets sees on the sensor that, hey, John Walker is here. Where y'all at? Y'all need to be aware of that shit. And so then that's when shit starts to pop off. Um,
And John Walker had already had took the serum.
John Walker already took the serum, and so uh, they are going after him. He's going after them, trying to find where Carly is and shit like that. So you go. to the upper level. They basically find them two, and then his partner gets beat up and tied up and shit like that. Um, so then he's trying to look for Battlestar, and so he doesn't find Battlestar, but he finds some other of the other flag smashers. And so then, they start fighting, and you can tell that he has taken the serum now, because when he throws the shield, it sticks in that concrete column. And so like, oh shit, he done took the serum now. He's already juiced up. And so basically, um what happened?
The serum pretty much like a Molly and
First,
steroids put together.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah. And so basically, like, uh they see the flag smashers, and of course, Battlestar, he cuts himself free, and so he goes and finds out where they're at, and they're all fighting, and she's about to like fuck up John Walker, but then uh Battlestar jumps in and kind of like just uh jumps on Carly, but then Carly like does like this super kick and kicks him into this column and kills him.
mhm.
And so, you know, they run off. And so
I
John,
was kind of upset with that. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. I was kind of upset with that because I wanted Battlestar to be around more because I really liked the Battlestar more than I liked the John Walker character.
I mean, I couldn't get a good feel of Battlestar just because like he wasn't around enough for me to. I mean, he was a good character. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand where he was coming from and all that good shit, but it's just like I didn't get a good feel like I have a good feel of who John Walker is, or who Bucky is, or who Sam is. I don't get that same feel with Battlestar because it's like they don't show him a lot. They're more focusing on John Walker. They're not showing the sidekick a lot. You don't have that for me personally. This is me. You don't have that feeling of Battlestar. And all like that. So I couldn't really rock with him like that because of the fact I was still trying to understand him. Now you got a more better understanding of him in episode 3. Because you see how he is, you see the type of person that he is. You know, he's always gonna back him up no matter what, but he wasn't as hot headed as John Walker is, which I did like about that. I did like that, but like I said, I still didn't get that good feel of who he really is. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was for me.
That's
So
what I was thinking. Like, if it wasn't for Battlestar, John Walker would have been all the way gone
Yeah,
true,
he would have.
true.
because I mean Battlestar pretty much kept him in line.
Mhm.
So when Battlestar had left, nobody wasn't there to keep him in line. That's why yeah.
Yeah. And basically, what happens is uh, John Walker he jumps out of the window where the flag smashers was running out to, and so he finds that guy that was with Carly, and like first thing he does hits him with the shield, and he falls down, and like he standing up, he kind of does like a Batman type thing. He says, "Where is she?" That was kind of a Batman reference in a sense that was from Dark Knight when Batman was fighting Joker in the interrogation room, and so you see him. He's like, "Man, I don't know. It's not me. It wasn't me." And then all of a sudden, you just see John Walker lift up his shield and then just impale this man in his chest and kills him
Mm.
in front of everybody, and people
He
are
just not
recording.
hit him once. He hit him more than once.
He hit him more. He hit him at least about 5 times with the shield, full force. And it's
Overkill.
like, and then you see Sam and Bucky, they're standing there like, bro, what the fuck did you just do? And it's just like that scene right there was like, no fucking way did this just happen. This man just did this. So
And Cap
uh
standing there, shield covered in blood.
yeah.
He's standing there like he did something good. He's smiling. He's happy. He's proud about what he did. Camera,
Actually he
people are
wasn't smiling.
rolling their cameras at it.
Actually he wasn't smiling. He was standing there and then like it I think he was standing there and it really like hit him like, oh shit. Oh shit, what the fuck did I just do? That I think that's what happened. And so that is the end of that episode. Now, gentlemen, what are your thoughts on episode 4?
One of the best episodes I've seen by far. Five did not like five. I mean, I feel like this. We seen five, but I honestly think five. My opinion. You know what? I ain't gonna talk about five because we're not on five right now. We're gonna do a podcast, but I will say like four is definitely the best ones that we've seen. Like one, two, and three. Four was the best out of them four because like in my mind when I seen four, I'm like, okay, then this is when he turned to villain
Yeah,
because there's no way coming back from that.
right. It's no coming back from that.
Yeah.
Ghost, what about you?
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm thinking about is episode 5 right now. Cause after that scene when he was standing up there with that shield and everybody just filming him, and it's like, did Captain America just kill the
Man,
dude?
Right.
And
Right.
I'm just like, yo, it's not gonna get any better after this. Like after
how
four,
crazy it would be if Steve Rogers come back, put like this, Chris Evans come back instead of
strong,
old man Captain Cap.
Oh, so you're talking about Young Cap.
Yes.
That'll be interesting. That would be interesting to see.
That right there will blow my mind away. I'll probably be like, fuck episode four. This episode right.
I ain't gonna say fuck episode 4. I'm gonna like 4,
Well,
5,
episode four, oh
6.
my,
I see
like,
what 6 gonna look like.
So
ooh,
what now?
We gotta see what 6 looking like. So we don't know. I
ooh,
don't know if that's
yes.
what happened. We probably gonna see old Cap. But mind you, a lot of people been saying Cap is on the moon.
Well, no, that's what uh uh Torres thinks, that Cap is on the moon. That's what he thinks. Uh, but we don't know where Cap is. Honestly, we don't. So, overall, that was like KJ said. That was one of the better episodes that I've seen out of that series. Um, it it was well put together, and then it revealed so much, and it was just like a total shocker.
And
And
so much, pretty much like what's going on today about police brutality, people picking up their phones.
you see, you because that is a perfect example that ties into what's going on now. You have these people, these police officers who are doing that, and you got people who are out there filming what they're doing, and so that scene alone explains so much of what's going on now, and I appreciated them for doing that
Mhm.
uh, immensely.
Yeah. But that made me think. I don't know if you had mentioned that. Like while they was in the graveyard, dude that he killed said he grew up being a fan of Captain America.
Mm.
It
Yeah, right.
sucked. You died by the dude with his shield. I'm like, come on, man. He's if he was alive, he'd be scarred for life.
I
But
honestly think there's no one can pull uh to pull Carly back after seeing that her friend. Oh,
I honestly feel like she's angry now.
yes.
Um,
he's
I
feeling
don't know what's gonna happen in episode 6, but um,
something's gonna happen.
something's gonna happen.
I already know what's gonna probably gonna happen.
Also,
This
kind
just my opinion. What's gonna happen? Um, uh, Walker going up, getting like her and Walker go be up at the same place.
Mm,
It's finna go down.
yeah,
It's finna be a fight for the ages. Ain't nobody go jump in. This finna be furniture moving.
of I would say nobody gonna jump in because Sam gonna jump in.
Oh,
of course.
uh-uh. But could be like, no, let them go.
Listen, like,
Yes. It's gonna be some furniture moving right now.
So, kind of like what Brian said.
Carly probably don't want to, like Carly right now. She don't want to kill Bucky or Sam, but she knows somebody that will want to kill him.
Mhm.
But Carly want to kill the Walker dude. I forgot his first name. I'm sorry,
Mm,
John Walker.
yeah, John Jacob.
She want John Walker.
yeah,
So I believe they're gonna be fighting, and like if episode 6 is the last episode of the season,
it is.
oh, it's gonna be a season 2. Believe that.
We'll have to see what they say. So, um,
Dude, like if you think about it, let that like say it was Sam over there, and Sam had killed him. That would have been a cut scene right there. They wouldn't have no episode 6. It'd be
right.
right there.
Man,
It'd be over,
I'm bro. What if
and that would mean Elijah was
Wanda
right.
Vision just and going right there in the scene while they fight at the end of episode 6, and Vision right there flying above them, looking like this. Oh my Jesus! Oh,
Well, see, the thing is,
that
you
really
have to
be
sit down and
lit.
watch. You have to watch WandaVision to understand it. I don't feel like it's gonna tie into this show. I feel like it's gonna, like I said earlier, it's gonna tie into Doctor Strange's movie. It's definitely it's confirmed that it's tying into Doctor Strange. So
If
it
it's tying into Doctor Strange, that means WandaVision and all of them is gonna be teaming up against Galactus. Because I think that's what's gonna be the villain in that Doctor
maybe.
Strange.
I don't think
I
so.
don't know who the villain is yet. I haven't heard any rumors or anything like that, so I'm not sure.
But that made me think about when we talk about the multiverse when they got Doctor Strange and Wanda. I was
Right,
like, you got the different versions of everybody. You got different worlds and stuff. You
right.
do realize in this Winter Soldier, there's like 5 Captain Americas.
I had seen in the comic
You
books
got Elijah,
last like a few
you got
nights
Sam,
ago.
you got
If
Steve, you got John, and in another world, Bucky is Captain America in another. So you got 5 Captain Americas in one show in the same time period. Well, not except for Bucky, because Bucky don't get to be Cap at the moment.
True.
He
because
does. So you got 5 different versions of Captain America in one time period. But what
I have a feeling
got them
on
all,
episode 6 it's gonna be somebody that was in the Avengers, the
Possible.
movie Avengers,
Like I said,
gonna come at the
I
end.
haven't heard any rumors yet about who is going to be a cameo. But hopefully they'll have somebody amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm
And
completely
my thing, I hope the shield, the whole shield gonna come and support them.
Say what?
The whole Shield,
Oh, Shield.
Samuel Jackson, no.
Mm,
Well, they get Samuel Jackson.
no, cause see, he's out in space right now, so I don't see Sam going back to Earth
What
right.
is Space doing?
He's with the scroll.
He was the scroll, and then after that, they're gonna introduce the others, the space. They're kind of like the space version of Shield. They call Sword, so they might introduce them soon.
So that's so.
Actually, Sword is in WandaVision.
Okay, I might have to watch that then.
I'm gonna
I
have to watch that
gotta
too.
watch it because Sword is important. Sword is like the space version
A
of Shield.
Thank
question.
you for
I
coming
got a
through.
question. I got a question though. Who was that coming? Oh.
Appreciate you, girl. Love you too.
I have a question though.
What's
Do
that?
y'all think the next Captain Marvel movie that's gonna set the wave of this group called the Builders?
I don't know.
I
I
gotta look them
actually
up
don't know.
about because if I'm correct, it might be something after either multiverse or before
They
the.
was I mean the Builders is just like the Scrolls, but the Builders is way dangerous than them. They pretty much in the comic books they made Thanos fight against the Builders. He had to get the Avengers help.
Cause there's this one
They
guy
had to team up just to beat the Builders. Cause I mean they was coming full throttle.
that
Yeah.
They
introduced.
had to pedal to the metal,
Yeah,
hitting the earth.
they might introduce this one dude, but I think that's gonna be around when Thor 3 come out. I mean Thor 4 come out.
Hmm.
And it's this one dude. He kind of, it's hard to explain. Like he can conjure up anything out of anything out of nothing. Like I think he's the one above all or something like that.
Oh,
Oh, I know you're talking
oh.
I can't think
about.
his name, but he's something close to that.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
I remember watching it in Avengers
Talking
Assemble.
about original sin.
Uh-uh. When I get off of here, I'm gonna look him up and I'm gonna tell you his name. 'Cause
You mean it to him? Like I think I know who you're
what
talking
he
about.
did was he
Are
scattered.
you talking about the person that was pretty much the bald head type of the Watchers or something?
No, that's the Watcher. That's different. They
Oh,
had see basically what he did was, and it was in Earth, not Avengers Assemble. What he did, he took all the universes, like certain pieces of the universe, and made it into one Earth. So basically, you got people from the Moon Knight series. You got people from uh Iron Fist, Wakanda. You got parts of the Avengers Tower in this stuff. You got half of Asgard in this, and you take all them pieces and make it to one Earth.
that's
Wow.
what I'm thinking. That's gonna happen for real, for real.
Basically, like I could take a. I'm right here in New York. I could drive in a some type of vehicle and be in Asgard right now. They just took a piece of
That's
that.
crazy.
I gotta look him up.
That's what I'm thinking. That's gonna happen though. I have a feeling that's gonna happen in the music. I mean, movie world, like in Marvel. Cause I like it's crazy because I don't like. I think Marvel trying to get all the characters they had lost. Cause it. I mean, if Marvel would have had all of their characters, the the whole Infinity War would have been just like the book, the comic book series, like the Infinity Gauntlet, like that whole storyline would be like the same.
Yeah.
First, first they probably would have started off with Infinity Gauntlet first, then Infinity War,
Mm-hmm.
then Endgame after that. That's what they would have did.
But then again, you gotta think
That's
about
what
it.
they did though.
they did kind of, but they didn't title it that. They just changed the title of it.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what they did. They made another gauntlet out of Tony Stark's equipment. So,
Hmm.
so they just changed the name. That they changed the end game. That's pretty much Infinity Gauntlet. They just changed the name. But if you gotta think about it, if before they bring in like the really big villain, they gotta get a lot of more characters out there. You gotta get, as in, I think in Black Panther 2, they supposed to introduce Namor,
Yeah, they are.
and then you got other characters that was mentioned that hasn't been appeared yet, because they mentioned Miles Morales in the second Spider-Man, or was it the first one? It was one of them Spider-Mans, because I think the Prowler was in one of them. So they talked about Miles.
The first one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Prowler was in
the
there.
first one. When cause I was with uh Childish Gambino.
Yeah, he was
He,
the
he was
Prowler.
stealing the guns.
That was the Prowler. And the
Yeah.
Prowler as Miles Morales' uncle. So
Yeah.
they're gonna introduce him somewhere. And if you introduce him, you're gonna introduce a lot of other people like Cloak and Dagger. You're gonna introduce to like some part of the X-Men because Kitty Pryde rolled with Miles Morales for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
She,
I
then
got a
like,
question. I
he's
really got a question. Do y'all think Luke Cage can can be a part of the the movie version of Marvel?
that's if he leaves Harlem, because so far he ain't left Harlem. He's on house arrest. He ain't left Harlem.
I mean, pretty much, I can see Daredevil pretty much
I mean,
helping.
Daredevil, he's
helping.
gonna be in the new Spider-Man movie because I feel like he's gonna be his lawyer.
yeah, his lawyer. And I
Yeah.
think she
Hmm.
also supposed to be in that too. See what I'm saying? They got so many characters that's connected to these other characters. So you just gotta keep an open mind, open eye to all these other characters. Like you can't sleep on all these characters. You can be like, oh, I don't really fuck with this character, but you can't sleep on them because they're very important to another character that you may like.
Man, it's so much to really take from. Like it. Honestly, I really think it's pretty much trying to like. I think Marvel trying to be better than DC in the series world, in the TV series, but they got a lot to gain. I'm telling you, like that Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that
Yeah.
all
I
that
mean,
almost there, but
they,
ain't nothing really killing the Flash and Arrow.
I mean, no, because they're like, uh, well, one Flash, he's a metahuman, so Queen Lil Mama was good. Thank you for coming back.
yeah.
And of course, Arrow, he's trained. You know what I'm saying? So
And the Arrow series is over with. All you got left is his daughter, the young
okay.
new Arrow. They haven't really played with her too much. And Black Lightning got canceled. That shit, I will never understand why. But he's an important role. And then you got them fighting with the same people that created Static. They want to see him and come out with something. Then you got Stargirl. Then you got what's up, Zaya? Well, she said Walt at first. I said, man, how you know my cousin? Because of something. I think the views and ratings and
The
stuff. Like
views.
the internet ratings was high, but the show ratings weren't high.
They was pretty much getting more viewers on a Netflix instead of watching it on CW.
And then China Ann McClain kind of left, so we
Yeah,
kind of
she.
we lost the character. Then you got Khalil getting a spinoff. Don't know why, but he get his ass don't need no spinoff, but he got the character that plays him.
Wait a minute. Wait a
I
minute.
like Khalil. I like his character, but
His spinoff will be good now.
his spinoff is gonna be good. But why you Black Lightning though? But like
Khalil
he's from,
spinoff could be better than Black Lightning if they do it right. If they do it right.
and then it's so much. Then you got they talking about in the Flash um Flashpoint movie they might take a trip to the air to the Arrowverse. You know
Yeah.
they might take a trip to the Arrowverse through the movie.
So 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 they're right there going to introduce Green Arrow to the Justice League.
Mm,
No.
no, it's not.
Listen again. They're gonna have him go to the Arrowverse. So the CW Arrow is what I mean.
W Arrow, not that Arrow. They gonna take a trip over there. Not really. It's probably like a quick little cameo or something, because that's what happened in the show. They had the movie Flash in the show when they had the little crossover special. So I guess they gonna like, okay, since he was in that one, he should appear up in this one.
Exactly.
And then you got DC Legends. I have no idea what the hell they doing.
Yeah, that my homeboy said that they just pretty much doing it for the jokes now.
That's what I'm saying.
I stopped watching DC
Saw so
Legends
many
for
good
real.
characters because you had two Firestorms. You had I forgot his name was Robbie or something like that. You had,
Yeah,
but I think he died or something.
yeah. At the end of the Flash.
Yeah, and then you had Jefferson Jax, and then him and Gray kind of split after they took that serum, so they lost their powers because he wanted to be normal. But in the comics, because Gray gone, he still ends up having some type of power. Then you got a whole nother type of Firestorm. You're gonna need him as sooner or later. They keep bringing back Damian Dark like they don't have no other type of villain to fight. They keep bringing back Reverse Flash. I'm like, I ain't seen King Shark in a minute.
Now, I will say
They
this.
should.
My homeboy pointed this out. He said that when they running out of people because in the Flash I think this is the season that I'm on right now, which is when they introduced his daughter. They had three different villains. You had Cicada,
Mhm.
then you had Reverse Flash, then you had Cicada's daughter from wherever the hell she came from.
Friend, Cicada and his daughter, they did not need to be there. They're not
If
no
they would have
type.
stuck with reverse flash. Now, don't get me wrong. I get it. I get it with Cicada. He and then he took they gave him the serum, whatever, and he was cured. Leave it at that, and then you can bring in reverse flash. Cicada daughter don't need to be in this shit.
Yep, and then you got all these other Flash. You got Zoom. You got the
Oh
Zombie
my
Flash.
god.
You got Godspeed. I'm like, what the hell? You got all these running. Then you got Evil Jay Garrett. And now you got Excess, his daughter. And now you bring in his grandson. You got Bart Allen. They talked about it. It's not a spoiler because they talked about it being a new season. They talked about
Yeah,
it. It's all over the internet. So I'm not really spoiling that.
gotcha.
You know what? I really want them to bring in
So
new popular TV show. Like I say, like a Green Lantern need a TV show. If if that's what they're gonna probably go continue doing, like at least
I don't know if
make him a
see
movie or something. Like
I don't know if I could see a Green Lantern show. I don't know. I would rather see a Green Lantern movie than a show.
they
because
can tie him into the Justice League and also tie Green Arrow into the Justice League movie too as well because
right,
that's
yeah.
the only thing they missing. Them what two, three Shazam too. Add Shazam and Supergirl.
But they're bringing in Black Adam now, so
Yeah, and they
I mean, Black Adam is a villain though. Like,
and then you got all these other characters too. But back to Black Lightning. The reason why they should have kept it going, cause I don't know if they're gonna do this in season 4. Cause they got Lala. They call him Lala, Latavius. Lala. When he kills people, they turn into tattoos, and eventually them tattoos form into a figure. The tattoos turn into ghosts, and they be killing people, bruh. But they changed his name from Lala.
they had killed him and he came back to life
And yeah, he can't be killed. He comes back to life.
because like the person who he had killed was that girl mama. She showed up on his body as a tattoo.
As a tattoo.
now look, okay.
His
Okay.
cousin.
So uh when I was talking with my homeboy again today, he mentioned on Arrow there was an episode with Mr. Terrific where basically they were just it was an episode that was out the blue talking about gun control. And basically like you got them dealing with gun control. But yeah, you got Mr. Terrific who got fucking laser beams that shoot at people. But you talking about gun control.
You talk about gun control. You gotta do shooting arrows of anything, EMP arrows.
And then that's the thing. That was the first form of shooting something, before guns. Hell.
I'm saying, and then you got old boy with the hockey mask looking like Casey Jones from the Ninja Turtles. You got him out there. You got Black Canary. You had White Canary. You had Roy,
Wait a minute, hold up.
Red Arrow. You had
Did y'all know the dude that had the Mikey? I mean,
you had Speedy.
the hockey mask.
He died. Hold up. But then when Speedy died, he come back, and there's another character. They call him Arsenal. So
Right.
Arsenal. That's a gun name. Arsenal, full of weapons. Arsenal. I have an arsenal of
Wait
weapons.
a minute. Did y'all know the dude that had the hockey mask? He was in Coach Carter.
What?
Coach Carter.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he was.
That man is a good actor though. We need him in more movies. He don't need to be doing no more TV shows. We need him in movies.
And then you had Diggs. You had Diggs. I don't know which
Diggle.
him. He had a gun. He had a mask and a gun. 2 guns. Then at the same time, y'all keep messing up his.
And he was in the army.
And he was in the army. And his wife had a gun. And she
works for Argus.
works for them, bruh. Didn't they have Huntress in there? Wasn't Huntress there? Or maybe that's somebody else. I'm pretty sure Huntress.
They even had Deadshot.
They even had Deadshot.
Deadshot. That's his name. Dead.
And then hell, in the beginning, in the fucking beginning,
You even had
Green Arrow was killing people.
You even had Deathstroke. He had a sword and a gun.
Right.
Ruthless,
He had 2 swords, and 2 guns.
2 guns. I know. Pew pew. He had. You just. Oh my god.
But yeah, you
Talking
would have
about
an
gun
episode
control.
about gun control. Oh, okay.
Gun control.
The reason why I think
I wish that was a fly on the wall. I'd fly in their eye. Like, shit, you got
my friend is
like, shit, you got
I think they probably did Black Lightning because it's always about Black Lives Matter. And I think they got tired of seeing it. But like
Friendly pretty much.
they're good. That was a good show though.
They were trying to make Friendly into Atlanta, pretty much. To the dirty South.
You know what's funny about it? You had an albino man as the villain.
Bro is a good rapper too now. He is a rapper too.
He's a rapper, and he's a cool.
Yeah.
I got a coworker. She has a husband. He's a military man, and he's an albino. I can't never think of his name all the time, but I call him Tobias. I be like, "What's up, Mr. Tobias?" He laughs. He knew the show. He watches the show. He say, "What's up? How's it going, man?"
Albino people are the coolest people on this planet.
I got albino people on my mama's side. So.
On that note, we appreciate y'all coming through.
Yeah, we was rambling.
Thank y'all for coming through the show. Thank y'all for joining us. We know it was a little bit more lengthy this time, but we greatly appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody that came through tonight. Much love to y'all. And yeah, on that note, y'all be blessed.
Hold on. I'm sorry to cut you off. This gonna be off topic. I just saw something.
Hold on. We have to end it because we're on time.
Okay.
Be blessed, be safe. Don't do nothing crazy. Much love to y'all. Peace out. Make sure y'all.
It's your boy Drummond Boy. I'm out.
Go.
Peace.
Right there.